Now, could I have shut all the water off and everything prior to me starting on it? Yeah, I probably should have. We had talked, Mommy wanted to to be able to use this sink for the first couple nights after I got done with that, but as it was, we never used the sink. It's got dusty and stuff, and plus I had to put this on here yesterday to keep that on there to protect the sink, keep all that stuff from going down the drains and all that kind of stuff. I should have disconnected this at least the water and stuff earlier, but I didn't. Okay, so now we're underneath the sink, and there's two drains to the sink. One is just a sink strainer, and one was the InSinkerator garbage disposal. Okay, so I've got to undo those and everything, and I've got to shut the water off. And see, that's for the hot water, and that's for the cold water. And if you notice, on the hot water side, they actually, somebody did a nice favor. They put a T in there, and they put another shut off right there, and I was going to show you. That's for when I hook up the dishwasher. That way, if you ever, for some reason, want to disconnect the dishwasher and you still want the sink to run, then you can do it. Or vice versa. If you have a problem with your sink and you still want the dishwasher to run, you can do that too. I've seen it sometimes where there's only one valve there, and then there's a T or a T before that, or T after that, and there's two connections, one for the sink and one for the dishwasher, where if you turn, and there's just one valve, so if you turn one valve, both things get shut off. Okay, so I've got to turn that off. I've got to turn this other one off, and then I've got to disconnect the sink pipes, which are these two, and it's pretty easy to do. The main thing is that you hope and you cross your fingers that when you turn off your valves, that they shut off all the way, or that you don't break the handle off, or that it doesn't continue to want to leak, because then if so, when you disconnect everything, it's going to keep leaking, and you may have to put a bucket down there and catch all the drips. So you might want to make sure you know where your house main water connection valve is located, or in a condo or something like that, in case you can't get something shut off. Worst case scenario is you shut off your main and get your stuff disconnected. Okay, I've had to do that before. All right, and so that's one of the first things I've got to do. And then my trap here, I've got to disconnect that from the main, and then I just have to disconnect it up from here. I can leave this little extension pipe up going into the drain, because I'm gonna sell this on, I'm attempting to sell it on Facebook Marketplace, and I don't need to chop that off. I just need to loosen that up. And see, all these fittings have little nibs on them. This one does, because this is ABS pipe. Okay, you might have some with steel trap assembly and steel nuts, you know, and then you may have to use a pair of pliers or channel locks and stuff. As it is, look at this one here. I'm already turning it. Okay, so I should be able to get all these. And the one thing is, I know this is full of water, so when I take that out, I want to put a little dish there to catch it. The water is from here to there. I know that much is full of water, and that trap is there to prevent the sewer gas from coming up through your drain. That's why you always have P-traps. This is called a P-trap. Okay, this is an adjustable P-trap because I can take it off there, I can take it off there. There's a nut back there, I can take that off, take this extension piece off, and then I want to put a rag, paper towels, a big ball of toilet paper, masking tape, duct tape, something like that to keep the sewer fumes from coming out of there. Okay, and then once I take that off, 2 screws pull this pipe off, this goes up to the air gap that's on top of the sink, okay? So technically, I could leave this one alone, couldn't I? Because it's attached to the sink and it's attached, actually, no, technically I can't take that. I can't leave that. I've got to at least disconnect it from that, okay? Because I'm gonna end up taking this garbage disposal off. I'm gonna twist it off. It's not that difficult to twist off. You don't have to undo the screws. Those screws are holding your strainer in there. I just hit these. There's 3 of these. You just hit them and it's on big threads. And that unscrews. This thing's going to drop right down. Now, if you didn't want to do that, you could leave that together after you disconnect this, and then just know that when you lift this sink out of here, you've got to lift this out too, and it makes it that much more bulky and that's much heavier, okay? That's where I'm going to take that off, okay? So that is my next step. And when we moved into this condo this year, it's about a 15-year-old condo. We had a plumber come in and do some checking and stuff, and I had him check all of these valves, the supply line valves for underneath the sinks, bathroom sinks, toilets, all that kind of stuff. And you know, he found 2 that he was not able to turn off all the way, and I'm glad he checked those. We ended up deciding to have him just replace all of them when he had the water shut off. So he installed new supply line valves, water valves. So I know, I'm pretty confident that those are going to not leak, you know, when I shut them off, okay? My next step is to get under there and get busy. I decided to leave the craft paper down on top of this sink for right now. But I got the valve shut off. And the last thing you want to do is make the assumption that everything's off. Or you can turn that on and see. Sometimes, I've had valves before where I thought it was turned off all the way, and son of a gun, it was still dripping or still running kind of low. And lots of times the gate valves, you know, the water supply line valves underneath sinks and next to toilets, 15 years or so, even less than 10 years, sometimes they just don't shut off all the way. Something gets caught in there. If you're in a complex and they turn your water off, on and off every once in a while to service something, then when they turn the water back on, it flushes anything out of the main water line through into people's valves, and then it gets stuck in gate valves and toilet fill valves and all over the place. So periodically you want to check those valves.